You guys understand why we're here. We're not gonna waste any more time. I'm sorry this took so long. The main reason why it took this long was because I got caught up in my stream. What? And the stream went a lot longer than I planned it to, but this chapter was a lot better than even people hyped it up to be. Like, Twitter was a minefield saying the chapter is going to be amazing. The chapter is going to be great. And I hate when people set expectations like that, because if the chapter is mid, then we have problems. But the chapter is crazy. And for people that, again, based on my thumbnails and even my prediction video, those are things that I wanted to talk about based on what was shown in the previous chapter. So I'm happy I made those videos for sure, but they were spot on. One Piece chapter 1010 is out, and guys, I mean, if you watch my layout, I'm losing my mind. It is insane because Oda just dropped a bomb on us, a crazy bomb, and I don't know if we'll be able to recover, okay? But first, if you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Like, we do this all the time. Like, literally all the time. Everybody can tell you, we do this all the time. Drop a like as well, because that certainly helps the channel and helps me out. So thank you guys so much. And okay, we're not gonna waste any more time. Let's get to One Piece chapter 1010. Okay, so the chapter starts out with Big Mom, and she's trying to get Zeus, right? Because Zeus is now trapped, and Big Mom, she needs help. So then Kaido, he's talking smack to Big Mom, saying, Big Mom, oh my God, you're becoming an invalid. And it's like, Kaido, you have no idea. Big Mom can get much worse than that, okay? So Luffy's apparently knocked out, right? So at this point is Zoro and Law versus Kaido. Kaido then tells Zoro to let Prometheus go, right? And then Law switches Zoro out, and then he uses an injection shot. At first I was throwing it back, because I was like, okay, Law can use shambles back then, now he can use injection shot, but those are different attacks. Law's powers, even Kaido said, they're weird, and it's hard to kind of predict what's happening, and he hurt Kaido. So that's a big W for Law, okay? Like Jameis Winston, you're eating W's. A lot of people don't get that reference, so we'll move on. But I like the camaraderie between Law and Zoro. They're low-key best friends. Like, if you go through the One Piece anime, there's so many clips or pictures of them, not pictures, just clips, screenshots of them just having a good time. And there are funny moments between the two, but at this point, they're working so well together, where Zoro's talking about Prometheus, and Prometheus going to save Big Mom, and Law's like, don't worry about that. It's not worth any of us losing our life. So something that made me think about is, like, post Wano, what is going to be the relationship between these people? Because they're in a life or death situation together, right? After this, you can't help but have respect for each other, right? But anyway, the chapter cake, it gets better. So Big Mom and Prometheus, they're planning something for whatever reason, and it has something to do with Zeus, and Zeus is always holding them back. So dun dun dun, what's gonna happen here? But again, it gets better. Zoro tells Law that he's reached his limit, and if he ends up dying, that is gonna be up to him. And holy, Zoro pulls out Ashura. People, we have not seen Ashura in exactly 500 chapters. Zoro just pulled out Ashura versus Kaido in post time skip. But that's not even the craziest part. That's the thing. That's not even the craziest part. The crazier part is that after Zoro pulls out Ashura, right? Kaido says, you have Conqueror's Haki. What? Bro. Okay, so I've made several videos about Zoro having Conqueror's Haki, or having the, I guess, the characteristics and just the mental fortitude, just the attitude of someone that should have Conqueror's Haki. And like, Oda, why are you playing? Early in Wano, he did the same thing. And now for Kaido to confirm that Zoro does indeed have Conqueror's Haki, I mean, I'm ecstatic, but it deepens it, and it brings out a new layer, because now it seems like Zoro didn't even know that he had it. Based on what happened later in the chapter, it makes more sense as to why Zoro attacked Kaido, and Kaido's like, okay, you have Conqueror's Haki, and he didn't even know what he was doing. So okay, let's continue. Let me calm down. Let's continue. So Kaido says he's gonna leave a scar. So whatever Zoro did, so Zoro used Ashura, and Kaido's saying is gonna leave a scar. That should be good enough for you. Zoro's passed out, knocked out. Law tries to help. He gets knocked back by Thunder Bagua, which is, a devastating attack, but Law managed to survive it and tank it. So Law's been beasting out, like, for sure. Injection shot, and he used a new move as well, and now he managed to outlast, survive Thunder Bagua. So Luffy just drops a bomb on us, like it's a revelation, because he's thinking back to what Hiyoguro said, right, in regards to Rio and advanced armament, and then he thought back to what Kaido did with his club, and he's like, okay, I understand what you did now. You coded your club, whatever the hell Kaido has, in Conqueror's Haki. Conqueror's Haki. You can coat yourself in Conqueror's Haki. I'm not gonna talk about Mihawk versus Shanks. I'm not. I promise I'm not. I'm not. But Kaido confirms it and says this can only be used by a handful of individuals. So I'm thinking about Kaido's top 5 again, where it's like those people that he placed up there, are those the only people that can coat their attacks in Conqueror's Haki? And then Kaido comes to attack Luffy, and then Luffy blocks the attack without even touching it. So Luffy understands the flow of Rio now, and so he's using Rio, using the flow, understanding the flow, expelling it, but also he's coding stopping his attacks in Conqueror's Haki. Guys, I can't tell you how amazing this is because this is something that we speculated for a long time, where we talked about Conqueror's Haki, we talked about advanced armament. We never really, well, we tried to combine the two from time to time and say, okay, Conqueror's Haki could be the key to everything, but Oda just hasn't fleshed it out yet. And we mentioned that there have been several moments, right, where two Conquerors have clashed. Luffy and Doflamingo, Luffy and Katakuri, Luffy and Don Chinjao. And we've never had an explanation as to why Whitebeard and Roger's clash was so different from everyone else's, where they weren't even touching. In this situation, in this fight, we saw Luffy and Kaido where Luffy's beating Kaido's ass, and Law is like Odin from back then watching Whitebeard and Roger saying they're not even touching. So Luffy, I want you guys to understand what Luffy's doing right now. He's using advanced Conqueror's Haki, right? Where he can code himself, and he's using Ryo. So in essence, he is using maybe one thing more than Kaido, because based on what Kaido is showing right now, he knows how to use advanced conquerors, right? That's something that he specializes in, not specializes in, but he can use it. But Kaido can't use Ryo. So Luffy has the edge there. I don't think Kaido's done by any stretch of the imagination. However, Luffy at this point, he's scary. Like, I was thinking about Black Mamba on stream. I was saying, okay, for Black Mamba, if Luffy's coding it in Ryo or coding it in Conqueror's Haki, using Ryo, even if you see it and you dodge it, it could still hit you because it doesn't have to hit you or actually touch you to hit you. What? This chapter was everything that every One Piece fan could want, based on the buildup of just Conqueror's Haki, Armament Haki, Observation Haki, and Oda going through different explanations of Haki and how things work. What do you say? Like I said, Law's still conscious watching Luffy fight Kaido by himself and pummeling Kaido by himself. And Luffy has gotten to the point where he's so arrogant, he's saying, you guys can go, tell them I got this. You guys don't even need to be here. And I'm like, Luffy, you realize that's still Kaido, right? That's still the world's strongest creature, which, you know, technically based on that breakdown, could be the world's strongest man. Based on this information, low key, I'm starting to lead towards Shanks. I don't know. Guys, oh my goodness. This chapter was honestly so crazy. It feels like it's not real. It feels like one of those things that people think of and they throw theories together and they're like, yeah, that makes sense. And it's a real chapter. And we have Kaido again. He's fighting all these people, but we have Kid and Killer. They're now going off to fight Big Mom. We have Kaido. He's going to fight Luffy 1v1. Now, okay, people are saying after seeing something like this, how can you possibly care about the other fights? I mean, I still care about the other fights, but I want to stay here, please. I want to stay here. Just give us a little more. Give us a little more of Luffy versus Kaido, because now in this situation, I'm wondering, what does Luffy really need, right? He doesn't need Gear 5. I don't think so. But Luffy's very innovative. And every time he's learned something new, he's kind of incorporated it into his fighting style. Luffy still has future sight. That's still a thing that he learned. At this point, Luffy is one of the strongest characters in One Piece. I said this earlier in the year, even last year, that I changed my stance on Luffy being not only a Yonko, but someone that's deserving of the Yonko title, where the strength is starting to catch up, but everything else was already there. I mentioned in the stream, but this was something that they said in the Ace novel volume 2, was that for Yonko is basically pirates that has established an empire, right? And so for Luffy, he has an empire, right? He has people that will die for him. He has a grand fleet. He has a bunch of strong individuals that are willing to fight for him. And if Luffy holed up on some island and said, yo, this is my territory, he would be recognized as such, and it would be very difficult to get to him. And when you get to him, it would not be an easy time. You will have a very hard fight. I don't care who you are. So guys, that's where we are at this point. Luffy is fighting Kaido by himself. Law and Zoro, well, Law is still conscious. Zoro is somewhat unconscious. People are asking, is Zoro done on the rooftop? That's something we got to think about. We got to digest this chapter a little more. I mean, this chapter was completely epic. Guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about this chapter? What do you think about it? Best chapter, Wano. Somebody commented and said, yeah, Braga's going to say chapter 1010 is better than chapter 1009. And you were fucking right. I am saying it's better than chapter 1009, because you know what? It was better than chapter 1009. This was the best chapter of Wano. Clear, hands down. We just got so much information, so much good shit. What are you talking about, man? How could I not say that? Sorry. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Expect a flurry of content from me coming up. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to dissect. So guys, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. Yes, the chapter's on break next week. Yes. But hey, we got enough to talk about for 2 weeks. All right, we're good. Shout out to Oda. He's been in his bag lately, and we've been eating. A lot of One Piece fans, or I don't know if we want to call them One Piece fans, they're going to come crawling back. We're going to welcome them back, because that's what we do. We are welcoming, because it's greatness, and we're eating and we're loving it. Okay, we're loving it. All right, guys, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video if you did. If you managed to make it this far, subscribe. Okay, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We will be talking about advanced conquerors and advanced armament and combining the two and all that conflating nonsense. We were talking about all of that. So like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BragoDAce. Follow me on Instagram at BragoD.Ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate all you guys so much. Guys, like, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
I start doubting me, I felt lost. I rewrite it.
Okay, so I see some people actually questioning whether or not I read the spoilers, which is fucking funny to me. So on the screen right here, it's me talking to my artist and asking him if he's coloring Zoro, and that was Sunday when the official chapter came out. And so I found a picture of Ashura on Sunday. You can see the time, 12:25 p.m. and said, hey, can you recreate this as well for me? Because based off of the chapter that we got, I was going to make a video on Zoro and Ashura. So that video was already planned. And I don't know, do the spoilers come out 25 minutes after the chapter? Yeah. So give me my W. I even forgot about this, where I asked for Luffy and Kaido. I wanted a clash between them to seem like they're not touching. Again, this was Sunday night. I don't know when the spoilers exactly come out, but I know I started hearing about them on Tuesday, late Monday, early Tuesday. These were the plans before then. Stop playing with me, man.